Hello, I'm back. I'm Normal Player Guy, and hey, we gotta check out this video. So he's been out for a little while now. So let's have a look at why things are going great for him. If they are, so let's have a look. So this is another Super Strike Easy A. They're going through them slowly. So here's a few that we have now. Of course, let's see what we do have. So, of course, we've got Mighty Mash Trunks, 16, Kid Vegeta, Mecha Frieza, King Cold, we've got Pycon, King Vegeta, Grandpa Go. I mean, actually, there is a huge amount. Honestly, there's a Piccolo, a time traveling Trunks, Chilled, another Vegeta, and a Jack. Honestly, there's more than you think. I mean, these were the same one. I mean, Christ, remember I remember doing videos for these. These are quite a while. Let's see, the Freezer and the King Cold and the Freezer were along the same lines as well. So some of these came off at once. So that's pretty great. So yeah, we're actually moving on, chucking on quite a bit with these Super Strike Easy A's. So let's see. So leader skill is probably not great, but it's good for free to play players. Even his Easy A is probably not too bad. Again, it's free to play, so depending on how strong your team is, you could just slowly get your way up there. It's not strictly terrible, but then again, I've got an old account where I've got some pretty decent people, so that's why I blitz it. But hey, it's still free to play, meaning this could be a legitimate way of getting through all the quests, right? You can even do some low-level docking events and even plenty of story events just by rocking this. Right, okay, so one key, 100% of stats. I mean, it's great that he gets one key. I mean, it's always nice when they do that, so that's fine. So 70% chance of an additional one key, 100%. Okay, well, that's RNG at the end of every single turn. I mean, it's great, and it's a great chance. So that's 70%. So that's fine. So you'll be able to tell by your stats and you'll be able to tell by the amount of key that you get. But you could theoretically have 200%. So when there is a Turtle School category enemy, you launch an additional super attack. And if key is 9 or more, you get an additional 50% to stats. Okay, that is oddly specific, but I guess it fits, and that's fine by me. So you get an additional attack 50% and a 50% chance to crit when the enemy is stunned or the super attack is sealed. When the enemy is stunned or sealed, you get extra attack. Alright, so that just means he's going to be able to be at least somewhat competent, right? Okay, so it depends. I mean, you probably want this, don't you? Which is Turtle School. It's not strictly bad. There probably will be some way of using it against a Goku family member or a Turtle School member, right? That's basically going to be it. So, okay, well, let's have a look at his. Let's have a look at his super attack. Greatly raises attack and defense with a 50% chance to stun. I mean, what was he prior? 30% for the turn, 30% chance to stun. Not bad. He does launch super attack at key is 9. He had start of turn stats. I mean, honestly, it's kind of the same. I guess he was one of the better ones with his original passive. Now it's just slightly better, right? You get extra key. This is buffed to 70%. This has been buffed a little bit, so that's not too bad, right? And then of course this has been buffed, so hey, that's fine. And then of course this has been buffed as well. So everything's just been upped like the next level from medium to high, from from 30% to greatly raise, etc. All right, let's have a look at his links because this is where things get a bit wonky. So we got like Crane School, Supreme Warrior, Coward, Bombardment, Revival, Super Strike, and Shattering the Limits. Already, Bombardment and Super Strike are specifically these, and not every single one of these has Bombardment. For example, this guy doesn't. So yeah, that's going to be a bit awkward. But again, made even more awkward, you got like Coward and you got like Crane School. When you check out Crane School, let's have a look. Again, the previous World Tournament local LR unit that's just gone by, fine. Let's see, yeah, okay, decent, reasonable, reasonable too. I know JP has had his prime battle coming up, so fine. He will be next in line for the World Tournament LR to have his easy A. But again, currently as it stands, no, that's not really great. And Supreme Warrior Link, well, the Supreme Warrior Link has a few more of the people in here. There's less than I thought there would be. So again, you could legitimately make the case. I had argued in that this guy obviously is going to be one of his best partners. In fact, if this guy is not his best partner, I'll be impressed. So, I mean, are you going to rock the same guy as Universe 11? You are not going to run Universe 11. And this is a guy that can take on like Super Hearts, and it's a guy that can take on Zamasu. You are not going to have him alongside Tau, and he's not going to fit on pretty much any of these teams that you have him on. And then and then so it gets pretty crazy. And then of course, like Coward, I don't really know who's on Coward. Let's see. Ugh, again, no. Tournament Power, Pure Saiyans. This realistically ain't going to work. Again, this guy, he's going to be the best one. And then who else do we have on this? So we have, okay, Shattering the Limit you could legitimately get and possibly Revival, right? But there's going to be at least three of these links, Crane, Bombardments, and Super, that are just going to be completely, well, you're just going to be wasting them. So he's on Earthlings, Sworn Enemies, Sibling Bond, World Tournament, Revenge, Resurrected Warriors, and Earthbred Fighters. Dude, Earthbred Fighters, I mean, come on. You just no, you're not going to run it. Yeah, the tower's going to be on here. Sure, that is best partner, I presume. But check out this entire roster, and you would not fill this in. The only way you would have him on Earthbred Fighters is if you didn't have a full team of Earthbred Fighters. But considering every unit you would ever summon on has it, and it's got 16 pages for Christ's sake. I mean, we go as far back as yeah, these are pretty common and old. Shall we go back not as far? Let's see. A lot of people probably have a lot of these. These are much older units now. That half of these have almost become free. The Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah. Prime Battle LR. I mean, you wouldn't run it on Earthbred Fighters. You're just not going to, right? And then, of course, Sworn Enemies. You're not going to run it on Sworn Enemies. You've got some top tier cells. You've got some top tier freezers. There's some boos on here, right? Who else do we have? Cells, freezers, and boos. You are not going to run it. Again, the only way you would run it is if your team wasn't there. There are far greater options, which again limits this guy. Resurrected Warriors, it's the same sort of deal. You are not going to run Resurrected Warriors in him. Yes, you could probably get the revival link, but it's not going to save you. And then what else is he on? Earthlings could be his only legitimate way around, right? Because Earthlings, you can get some links. You can get like Crane School out of this guy. You would work well with Earthlings with his. Where is that Tau? Yeah, Tau. So you can legitimately get a few of the other links, and you might be able to swing around like again Super Strike and Bombardment or whichever they have. That could be a legitimate way around. So Earthlings could be the best category. So, what's his best partner? It's no doubt that this guy's here. Crane, Supreme Warrior, Coward, and Shattering the Limit. So, what is he missing? Oh, yeah, it's the Super Strike and Bombardment is his main thing. And of course, he doesn't have Revival because, he hasn't died yet. So, of course, this is his best guy. He's not a support. So, he is Super STR. So, you could make a run at Super STR if you, well, Extreme STR, beg my pardon. Extreme STR, Earthbred Fighters, surprisingly sibling bonds, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, of course, his brother was Shen. Yeah, okay. So legitimately, Earthlings, you could make an absolute crack at. Let's see. Yeah, more Earthlings. Surprisingly, but the only reason is because he has Super Strike and Bombardment. That's the main thing. Otherwise, he'd just have two links. So that's something. Again, you're able to run Crane School and a key link. So again, that's fine. When it comes to this, okay, Coward and Revival. So you can get some props there. Fine. What else are we getting? Um, what does he share with him? Revival, Shattering the Limit. I mean, he has the key Revival, but that's Resurrected Warriors for you. But again, I mean, this one's probably not too bad. Crane School, Shattering the Limit. They were waiting for the easy A next turn. But Earthlings is going to be the way to go, and World Tournament. Yeah, Earthlings and World Tournament will be it. The rest, no. Revenge has just had an Extreme Super Battle Road, and it is ridiculously difficult, no doubt. I managed to do it, but it was really difficult, but huge thanks to this guy guarding and sealing, this guy having his chance to stun, this guy also sealing. This guy's pretty solid and has his chance to stun. This guy, if you have him, is fantastic. You want to rock like a superclass build. I'm afraid you will have to run the Bardock, which is, I mean, the HP sucks, but the attack and defense is where you want it. But the Extreme Super Battle Road, you're not going to rock him in Extreme Super Battle Road. And for revenge, you're not going to rock him in revenge because you've just made the best team going from Extreme Super Battle Road. You would never run him in that. So there's that. So realistically, yeah, you are stuck to Earthlings and World Tournament. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, as these Super Strikes go, hmm, unless it's like, for example, we've seen this guy when I was doing his video. It was, I mean, it was King Vegeta showcase while he was doing 2.5 million, which is solid and respectable for it. This guy, Kid Vegeta, wasn't even fully built up. He does like 4 super attacks, doing like 5 and 6 million. I mean, it's ridiculous. You do need to have youth and gifted warriors for it to be fully built up. But this guy's absolutely nutty. This guy can be when he guards. Let's see. Um, this guy's pretty solid actually as well, and yeah. So the rest are a bit, a bit hit and miss. Kid Vegeta is ridiculous. Can hit really, really hard. It is bizarre. I mean, this guy can actually do pretty decent. But yeah. So off the Super Strikes go, he's actually not bad. I mean, we still have one, two, three. We have 5 to go. Something doesn't. I mean, Piccolo might be, and this Vegeta probably going to be the only ones who stand a chance of outclassing him. But outside of that, no, he's done pretty well. I mean, free to play wise, it's not bad, and you can rock him in Extreme STR regular. I mean, you should check out my videos for the regular Super Battle Road. I mean, if this guy, you could legitimately put him in. They're only for beginners and they don't have the top end teams. So, you could very easily watch that and you can very easily get some ideas and stick him on. But the only problem is you're realistically going to want this guy. And if you don't have him, you're not going to be running him. But again, they're going through them one by one. So, hey, um, it depends. I mean, it's very, very niche. I'm sure there's a way of getting this. Nothing comes to mind outside of story events. But again, I think that's where this guy's going to lie. But hey, I could be wrong. I'll try and if I ever get time, I'll probably try and find a way to do a video. But oof, it'll only be on Earthlings, won't it? Right, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, sucks to be you. But thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.